Down. The market is closing the week down 0.05%. Mr. Rotimi Fakayejo is the financial analyst and stockbroker. He joins me via phone to assess the market for the week. Mr. Fakayejo, how are you today? Take us through the performance of the market through the week.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead with the performance of the market for the week.
Yes, the market was full of struggles for the week as the market started to remain above 57.
Of course, we'll try to reconnect with Mr. Fakayejo there to talk more about markets. But of course, Effiong Ekop is already sitting by. Effiong, how's it going? The market is still down. You said that yesterday that you weren't going to predict. What do you think?
The entire week has been, seeing weak transactions. We've had flat trading for about 3 days, and this one is straight downward. I think only on Tuesday that we had a positive trade. It's on the back of the feelings that investors are, nursing, and even what they are being confronted with, that we see transactions, coming down every day, every time. It's been long that we traded in flat transactions for a very long time, but throughout this week, we've seen it coming very, very strong, indicating that investors, fund managers, many of them like to hold up, funds. That is the ones that they have, instead of taking huge risk on equities and other levels of securities, because one, you've got to think out what is the government plan for the economy, which is not very clear now. The old government is about, to go, and the new one. So this is a time people now hold to see.
Let's get Mr. Fakayejo back now so that we just wrap up in the studio. Mr. Fakayejo, over to you.
Yes, like I was saying, after the market had a lot of struggles within the week, battling to remain above 55,000 basis points. But unfortunately, that could not happen. The expectations for the auditor reports had already been priced into the market, and results are beginning to come out. And for some investors that are not really, are not willing to take dividends, they're actually taking profit by selling off some of what they have. And that is the reason why we are seeing some downward trend in the market. And just like Effiong was saying, the non-clarity of the direction after May 29 is another question that comes to mind. So, but I believe very soon that all the logjam concerning disagreements with respect to election results and all of that, I believe we'll be clear with all of that and we'll be ready for May 29. So I believe after that, we definitely, or even before that time, we're going to see a lot of changes within the market, and we're going to see a lot of positive trajectory coming up. But for now, I think investors should just wait, collect, and enjoy their dividend.
I must thank you, Mr. Fakayejo. Do have a great weekend.
And you too.
So it's time for us to collect and tap from the market.
See, the market can't be stable unless the circulation of Naira, gets back to the economy. So that the level of funds that you want in your pocket, you have, the one you want to leave for your household, you have. That's the flow. By the time you are able to, put down all of these things and meet your expenses, then you now think and focus on, investment, both the larger side of it and then the micro kind of it. Right now, it's like all of them are being chained. You get it?
Yeah.
So that's the situation. In fact, it is not something that is controlled by the investor, because it is government policy. And you've seen government policy coming to clip the wings of many investors and investment houses. And so we wait for the government to also be able to unclip the wings of this. That is, undo what it had done. That's basically what we wait for. Unless we have this money in circulation, not much thing that we will be able to achieve.